Come on, girls. Come on, come on, come on. Good morning, Daisy. Hello, Daisy. How are you today? Want a head scratch, huh? Oh. Oh, Sylvester. Look at you. You're as snug as a rug and a bug up there. Yeah. Hey, good afternoon everybody. This is Organic Dairyman. Welcome to my channel today. Today is Monday, July 8th. So today is July 8th, and yeah, how is everybody today? I'm coming to you with starting my intro out a little bit later, but yeah, I had to get my sunglasses in here. Oh yes, we have been busy. As you saw earlier, we milked. Actually, I did the milking all alone this morning because my brother went to go cut down some hay in the last field, and we are trying to beat the rain. We're not going to get done, but at least we'll get maybe half the field done. There is some cumulus clouds forming up there. It is warm and humid out today, and the flies are biting, and that's usually a good indicator it's going to rain. The flies like to bite. They've been biting me. So anyways, yeah, so we've been busy. So I milked alone this morning. My brother cut down some hay. Another thing we got going on here today is we got there's that organic prairie, the meat half of Organic Valley. They're going to come and pick up a couple of our call cows today because it's paying more than the conventional for call cows. So yeah, so that's what the other thing that's going on. Let me set you guys over here. Sorry about the noise. Yeah, so that's going on. Hopefully the hay is going to be dry here late this afternoon. Hopefully it don't start raining before that time, so we can chop. Sorry, that was just a text message from my brother. Whoops, can't turn the radio on. I can't turn the radio on because if any music pops on, YouTube does not like that. They won't monetize your videos. They give you, it's copyrighted. So that's why I gotta make sure I don't have the radio on. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. That's YouTube for you. But yeah, so anyways, what else? I'm working at doing the feeding chores here right now. What else? Oh, I gotta sharpen the knives and the cutter. Try to do that here today too, because I think they need to be sharpened again. Because they picked up some more stones out there again. And yeah, speedy delivery came this morning. Delivered some soybean meal. I didn't get that in camera because I was doing the milking at the time. I was kind of busy. There's been a lot of stuff been going on here this morning and this afternoon. I just couldn't get it on because I had milking took longer than I wanted to do because I had to milk alone. The cows had dirty, their teeth were a little dirty because we let them out last night. So yeah, we need to move some manure, move the feed buns too. It's kind of sloppy right by the feed buns. Yeah, and so hopefully this week we're gonna get done with first cutting. I know everybody's probably wondering what the heck is taking you guys so long to get done with your first cutting. Well, the first thing I want to say is the weather. When you get a rain event, 1 or 2 or 3 rain events every week, it just you can't get anything done. It's hard to get anything done. You have to work around whatever the weather does. And it, not only that, it just depends on how much rain Just depends on how much rain you get. I gotta go out and do something here. But that's kind of what it depends on. Sorry about that. But it just depends on how much rain you get. If you get, you know, just a couple tenths, yeah, by that afternoon, you know, if it's in the morning and the afternoon, you can be back going again. If you get an inch or an inch and a half or 2 inches, then you're kind of like sitting for a couple days waiting for things to dry out again. Yeah, that's about the way it works. And so the biggest thing is the weather. The weather is really what's been holding us up. If we could go 2 weeks without a drop of rain, we could get a lot of stuff done. I mean, we could be done. I mean, we could get this hay done. We could get all the cultivating that we need to get done, and maybe even have time to relax a little bit. You know? And part of the other reason is too, is well, we're overworked and underpaid. Every farmer is overworked and underpaid, but that's part of the problem. As hard as we work, sometimes I just wish we could make a little more money. Just gotta wait for the milk market thing to shape up. You can't wait till it. But yeah, that's the other thing. You know, money. If a guy had an endless supply of money, you could solve a lot of problems. You know, if I won the lottery, tomorrow, I'd go out and if I won $100 million or $200 million, whatever, I'd go out and buy all the equipment that we needed to do the job properly around here. I wouldn't bat an eye at it. I'd buy everything that we need. No, that's the other thing. It's not just the weather, it's the money too. If we had money, we'd have all the equipment that we need to get all the jobs done in a very fast manner. But we don't, so we do the best with what we have. So, anyways, I'm going to finish up with the feeding. I got to get the knife sharpened so we get the cutter ready, because we don't know what's going to happen with the weather today. But there is a good chance of rain for tonight, so we got to get at least some more hay done. So we'll keep plugging away here and see what happens throughout the rest of the day. So that's it. Time to let the cows out to the pasture. And they'll just come. Come on, girls, let's go. Come on. I don't know why sometimes they're a little slow about coming out, but I think they know now. Yep, they got the drift now. So the next thing I gotta do, I gotta go get the water tank. So I gotta go do that next. So, well, I guess I'm not gonna take the water out. I guess my brother's gonna take the water out. I guess I'm gonna take this thing up to the yard and go sharpen the knives on it. So, yeah, these knives really need to be sharpened. They are getting dull. We need to get that field land rolled. As soon as we get done chopping, we're gonna call our neighbor. He's got a land roll, and he's gonna come over and do it for us. So those rocks are expensive. Okay, as you can see, you got the cutter up here in the yard, and yeah, I got the covers off and everything here, looking at the knives, and they don't look quite as bad as I thought they were gonna look. They were actually pretty bad the other time before I sharpened them the last time. but they, you know, you could tell they're a little dull, just by looking at things. And the shear bar probably definitely needs to be set. But yeah, I think hay is definitely, or chopping alfalfa hay or whatever, is definitely harder on the knives than chopping corn silage. Because the difference is when you're chopping corn silage, you're pretty much just taking in right here. It's only wearing in one or two spots basically, there and there. When you're taking in hay, you're taking across the whole surface, the whole distance of this, so all the knives are getting hit. But yeah, we could eventually, what's going to get to the point where over here on the shear bar, if I can show you, get all this crap off there. Yeah, eventually it's going to get to the point where we can't adjust the shear bar up anymore. And when we can't adjust the shear bar up, then we're going to have to take these knives, take all these loose, and push the knives up and get some more. That way we get more use of. These knives are not non-reversible, I don't think. This cutter, or cutter drum, or knife drum, is, I think I mentioned this before, is actually out of an 890. This is not the original one for this cutter. In general, for the 892. The 892, they changed the angle of the knives, and it wasn't as good. I know that when they went back to the 900s, they basically went back to the same design they had before, but they kind of, New Holland kind of screwed up on that, on these models, the 892s. It actually took more horsepower to chop with the angle of the knives that they had for the originally that they had on here than it did with the 890 cutters. So yeah, the 892 was the one that came after the 890, and then after the 892 they came out with the 900 cutters. Then after the 900 cutters they came out with the FP series cutters. That's still the ones that they use today, the same kind of design. I mean, they've made minor changes, I'm sure, but yeah. But the 892 has got a bad rap. They had a bad reputation because of the angle. The knives, they were at a different angle. They were just different. And so yeah, so we had these. The guy that used to custom chop for us, he actually changed this out. We helped him a little bit, but he changed it out for us, and because he knew that would be better. And actually, it does. It takes a little less horsepower to run this than it did with the other cutter drum in there. So yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna get these knives sharpened up, yak in here, and so it shouldn't take too much to get them sharpened. Not quite as bad as they were before, but so hopefully. Oh, the other thing I gotta do here too is I gotta put a new stone. I gotta put a new stone in here. This stone that's the cutting stone, right? Yeah, right here. That's the cutting stone. I got a new one in the tractor cab. I got to slip in there. So that one is done for it. Can't be used anymore. So yep, I'll get these knives sharp and we get chopping again. Hey, it's hot out. Don't I deserve a beer on a hot day? Well, Sylvester, boy, you really like this tractor, don't you? You like the AC in here, don't you? Yeah. Well, Sylvester really likes the TG210, I guess. Okay, I got the knives, well, kind of sharpened. I mean, the problem that I seem to be having is they're nice and sharp on this side, but Then when you get over to here, they're not quite as sharp. So what's going on? Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. Well, I think I got it figured out. What's going on? It has to do with the shear bar down in there, and there appears to be more of a gap on one side than the other. I don't know if it was because when I adjusted it last time I didn't get it quite right, or if it's just because the shear bar it's just a little bit more wore on that side than this side. But that's kind of there isn't, and it is getting wore on the edges because that's where always it is, where we do always the corn. I don't know, I think this shear bar has been flipped around. You can flip them around, and I believe I flipped it around. That probably can't be flipped again, so we'll probably have to get a new shear bar, probably. So, I don't know. It appears to be wearing more on one side than the other. Ah, that goofy thing. So, I think I'm just going to leave it for now and pull the shear bar up as tight as I can on this side. If it leaves a little gap over here, then they'll wear them down evenly. I don't know what else to do, but I'll be sitting here sharpening forever. So that's just what I'm going to do. I can't keep diddling around with this thing forever. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, we're finally headed out to the field. I'm going down the field road here. So we got a little longer haul. We gotta go up to fields over that way. Oh my gosh, this road needs to be graded. But yeah, anyways, yeah, you saw the guy came and got the cull cows, so there's a couple cows, I think one cow, she was getting pretty far under lactation. The other cow, she was giving a fair decent amount of milk, but the problem was she got high somatic cell count all 4 quarters, and she's just not going to get over it. Well, we could have tried treating her, but she probably could flare up again. We were just basically milking her out and dumping the milk, which isn't making us any money. So unfortunately, yeah, we're just selling her, but just gonna go for some organic meat. So yeah. And here's this cornfield that we need to get in here and cultivate. As soon as we got done chopping, we gotta cultivate this field because there is some weeds coming in here. But we're gonna be able to go pretty fast, so we're gonna whip those weeds, rip them right out. So, oh, I just hope chopping goes good. My first cousin, he's supposed to be coming back over again and helping chop here in a little bit. So, oh yeah, here's the hay field here too. I was talking about earlier. We got it fenced. We just got to get the cows in there yet. It's all alfalfa, so we won't be able to well, there is some grass coming in there, but we did interseed some grass, but it's not coming as thick as we had hoped. But hopefully it turns out good, and the cows will get some extra protein out here, supplemental protein. So, we'll see. about 20 after 10, and I see some lightning off to the north, and I'm just watching the future scan here. Just watching what it's showing. Looks like, of course, the little blue dot there is where we are. It's showing early in the morning. It's showing early in the morning we might get some rain, so I hope not. I'm just so sick and tired of rain. But come on. Yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just hope it don't rain. I hope somehow it misses us. I hope the weather's wrong. But, yeah. Whoops. Oh, dang it. That thing starts piling up there. If it gets, the moisture is just right. It just piles up in that dumb thing. So we're going to keep plugging away here, and hopefully we get done with what we got cut down. And my brother, he's up getting started with milking chores. And the first cousin here, he's here running the tractor and chopper, so we're gonna keep plugging away. Okay, I don't know, it's like after 1 o'clock. It's, yeah, almost 20 after 1 in the morning, and we got done with what was cut. We actually just took and dumped a load on the wagon here, and I was gonna let it sit there so that way it doesn't get rained on, and that's just gonna be for the cows or the cattle that need feed yet, because we're still green chopping. But it's just starting to rain out just a little bit. Oh, just sprinkling out, and my first cousin, he's just coming back with the tractor here and chopper, so I'll probably just dump what little bit is on there. So anyways, I'll get back with you here in a little bit. He's coming here, so I better go and talk to him. Okay, we're done for the day. It is like, I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, 2:30 in the morning. We got done with what was cut down, so if it doesn't rain anymore tomorrow, we can cut the rest of the field down. Probably won't get a chop maybe Wednesday. Well, it's actually Tuesday, so now, but maybe Wednesday we'll get done chopping, so we'll see what happens. I'm just so sick and tired of doing hay. I want to get done and get cultivating the corn and cultivating the beans. So we'll see what happens in the morning. If it keeps raining, it's raining real light right now, so we'll see what happens. So anyways, guys, good night, and please hit that subscribe button, and then hit the like button too, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. Take care, and I'll catch you later.